Hey, it's Tech Weekly, episode 46. It's April 30th, 2011.
Yeah, Joe, we've got a lot of stories. I always say that, I don't know why, but we always do because, the technology field is a fun news pack thing. But, Joe, we got DirecTV up here. They're polling their customers asking, hey, what do you like about Netflix? And, a lot of people are saying they may actually make their own Netflix. And then also, we have that's awesome right there. We have we have MySpace up for sale. Looks like MySpace is going to go up for sale. We're going to talk about who may actually want to buy MySpace and why. Then we've got Amazon explaining their cloud outage. Then we've got an interesting review by Engadget of the Sidekick 4G. And then finally, we've got the wide-eye... Well, not finally. I want to talk about Ubuntu, too. But we've got the wide-eye phone release. And then finally, we've got the Ubuntu 11.04 release. Carlo has tried it out, and I have as well. And we're going to talk about it. And also, Carlo joins us.
Hey, Carlo. How's it going?
I'm still over here.
Yay, it's Carlo.
All this week and more
on Tech Weekly. Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, guys, what's up? This is episode 46 of
like
Tech
we
Weekly.
just said.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering why we're orange,
Extremely orange.
see, we got in this accident. No, I'm just kidding. The webcam died, or not
Well,
really died.
it's weird. I think
it's being retarded, so we're using the live cam, the Microsoft Live Cam, and apparently it doesn't like green, which would be right behind us.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it. We've always had issues.
It doesn't
with
like the green.
We've had issues with the picture quality on these things anyway, and Jacob's played around with the settings. We don't have it on automatic anything because if you have these things on automatic anything, they
It's
just
like,
completely
and
it's
just
weird.
it's horrible. So and I can't get the orange away.
Yeah.
So oh well.
But
this is what we have to work with.
It's a really good excuse for buying the new capture card, even though we've already had the ability to do that for a week now. But Smoothie in the chat room is suggesting that we look a lot like Snooki because we got our spray tan going on. I don't know. But yeah, we got a cool announcement this week that we should make. What? What just happened? Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, was I not supposed to say that you got a spray tan this week or what?
It's real tan, Nicholas. Okay.
Yes.
So,
You're confusing me, man.
All right, Joe, you want to tell everyone about our brand new announcement that we've been talking about this for like
silence
forever.
your phone,
That's not my
Carlo.
phone. It's not my phone.
just kidding.
That's my iPad.
Your iPad, Nicholas? I'm just kidding. Man, I need to silence my phone too. Crap.
All right.
So yeah, like we've been hinting at for the past forever.
And I would have to say before you go in, most people probably have a pretty good idea what's going on. I mean, not the we've said enough that probably gives you a little bit of.
But the show
Show.
is what the secret's about. We're starting a new show on Thursdays.
On Thursdays at the
And-
same time that Gadget Guru starts, so 6 p.m.
Yes.
Central.
And the first show is going to be on Cinco de Mayo, which is the 5th of May for our Spanish-speaking impaired friends. And
now,
so
one thing about that, I don't even think that that's like a real. It's technically it's a real Spanish holiday, but I don't think anybody in like Mexico celebrates it. It's like what's a good?
I always thought it was like a mayonnaise holiday or something.
Well,
like
yeah,
when you celebrate
mayo.
it mayonnaise.
Well,
But then I
We get
found
to eat mayonnaise for the day.
you eat 5 jars of mayonnaise.
essentially, it's like nobody in Ireland. Oh, I mean, some people do, but most like.
Well, I don't think they would celebrate Cinco de Mayo since that's a Spanish thing.
But St. Patrick's Day is not a big holiday in Ireland. It's a big holiday in the U.S. because everybody's like, hey, it's a great time for me to get drunk at 12 a.m. So that's essentially what Cinco de Mayo is.
So
Fair enough.
what we have is a opportunity. Pinocchio contacted us and want us to do a show for them. And basically, what we'll be doing is making things on their website and showing them on the show. So, Pinocchio, if you guys haven't heard of it, Pinocchio is
a personal factory.
Personal Factory 4, which they're going to be rolling out with Personal Factory 5
Really?
very shortly. Should be pretty cool.
That is cool.
But basically, what we got going on here.
That was weird.
Is Pinocchio.
Yeah. Pinocchio.com.
Right there. Oh, my hand just got cut off. Great.
Whee!
So, Pinocchio, basically what you can do is you can laser cut stuff and 3D print things and all that junk. And
That's pretty cool.
so we're just, this is just a sneak peek, I got this little thing going on here that might be on the show. Might not tell you what that is, might, I don't know. But basically that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be just showing stuff that we make on the shows or make on the website. And
yeah, and the cool thing is it's not going to be really Pinocchio is like a background. I mean,
it's equivalent to like Mythbusters on Discovery Channel.
Yeah, I mean, we're
going to be the Mythbusters, and they're the Discovery Channel.
Essentially. But you'll still be able to get all your content on pbcasttv.com. Oh, yeah. There's going to be audio and video feeds. There'll be an RSS feed that you can subscribe to, same as all the shows. And it's going to be live stream on our channel, so everybody from,
Yeah, you can watch it live on Thursdays, of course.
Now, I don't want to get too in-depth with this, but we're going to have different projects. Essentially, every time we do a show, we're going to have a project. Mm-hmm. And it's already going to be pre-made. It's going to be kind of like on the Food Network when they come out, and they've already got it cooked. Yeah.
By the magic of TV.
Yeah. It's going to be pretty cool because, Jep, for most of our shows, it's more co-hosted. Like you and I have a lot of input, but I think this is going to be a learning show for me because I don't know much about DIY.
Do it
Sorry,
yourself.
it was a long, yeah.
I don't really know
DIY.
how the acronym says, but
do yourself it. I don't know.
Just say itself.
But it's going to be a fun show, and we're also going to have maybe some cool interviews.
Yeah, maybe some leaders in the making industry.
Because there's a lot of people who are very passionate about DIY and making and everything, and it's going to be cool. And yeah, I think it's going to be it's an awesome opportunity. And the cool thing is, Jacob, that's one of his passions, I guess you could say. And it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So that's going to be next Thursday.
Next Thursday. No, that's this Thursday.
Well, I mean, I call it next because it's the next Thursday that's going to happen.
Well, yeah, I guess.
This coming up
First Thursday of May.
Yeah.
Yes, May 5th. Let's just not even say Thursday.
And tomorrow's the 1st, so.
Yeah, May 5th.
Oh, that was weird. Okay.
May 5th.
What's with all this weird stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah, and our shows are going to be posted on blog.pinocchio.com, but they'll be on.
And we'll also be on their
YouTube channel.
Their YouTube
right.
channel. So
yeah,
but we'll have it on our stuff too. So
it's I don't know if I'm going to put it on our YouTube channel.
I think we're just going to put it on the Blip.
Yeah, it'll be on our Blip. That way you can get the RSS
you can watch
feeds.
it on our website.
Yeah,
or whatever.
So it's going to be fun, and it's going to be fun.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah,
good stuff. Okay, now on with the show.
All right, so our first story for the day is DirecTV. This is from Engadget. DirecTV polled their customers this week through an online website kind of deal on their website, and they said, "What do you like about Netflix?" And I'm sure a lot of people said, "Well, there's a pretty there's a good variety of online content that I can watch to my Roku and to my iPhone and to my Android. Well, Android they don't have it." An application quite yet, but you can watch on Silverlight streaming, whatever. And Engadget is speculating that DirecTV could be launching a Netflix product, which that makes sense because why would DirecTV want? Why would they even publicize what do you like about Netflix if come on.
Hey, just tell us what you guys think. We're not going to use any of this information for any kind of marketing efforts.
Now, Jet, does this I don't think DirecTV would appeal to me because first of all I have Dish, and even if Dish came out with something that like Netflix, I would say that it probably wouldn't be as good as Netflix. It would probably cost more.
Actually. It's called pay-per-view.
Well, true, but
just saying.
But Netflix is awesome because you can stream to your Xbox, your Wii, your PS3. You can stream to anything you want. I think that Netflix, I don't think it'll ever be able to compete with Netflix. It might be like a perk to being a DirecTV customer, maybe. But how many people, I think we're seeing a growing trend, more and more people who have Netflix are just canceling DirecTV whatsoever and using Hulu and some other online mediums to watch their shows. Now, Carla, I know that Do you guys have Netflix over there? I don't think you do. Do you?
Nope.
So
No Netflix here.
yeah, I mean, I guess you kind of understand what this is. It's just a satellite provider that thinks they could roll out a Netflix, but
Well, they're basically so everyone's basically cutting the cable and going to Netflix. So they're basically trying to see how they can cover up themselves and keep going without going under or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. And if anything, I think one of the only ways that cable is going to be able to save itself is to lower the price. Because I mean, $70 is like the standard going rate for our satellite right now. And
Yeah,
a Netflix streaming account's like $7 or $5 a month or something like that.
I pay
0. Yeah, because Jacob is a.
I'm off the grid, man. That's the way I like to live. No, I'm not off the grid at all.
Yeah,
it would be pretty sweet to be off the grid.
It's really interesting. Satellite's expensive because a lot of times with cable you can get it coupled with like internet, but
Yeah, and most of the time, like the crap they have on there is like okay, this is the way I look at it. Okay, you have you have DirecTV.
right,
Okay, Hulu.com
Hulu.com.
has all your TV shows. They have movies, but they're most of the time movies that have been out for a while, and they've already aired on TV and all that junk for free.
I don't even like watch TV anymore. I don't have cable or anything. Do everything on the internet.
Yeah. So this is what they're looking at is everybody's dropping their, or what if they can, or dropping their DirecTV and all that stuff, and they're going to like these Hulu, Netflix style things. Which Hulu, I like Hulu just because, the fact that you can just go on there, watch it, and you get commercials, but they're like 30 seconds long.
But you're still going to get commercials on TV. That's what you have to look at. I mean, you're going to have to sit through.
Yeah, but Hulu's free.
Yeah, I know. That's the best
it's like,
part.
hey, guess what, guys? Free. And it's like TV, Direct TV, you're not going to go in there and get to pick what show you watch whenever you want to watch
Yeah,
it.
you got to sit down at 7
You have to
p.m.
record it on your DVR and then watch it later. Then you can skip the commercials, but then you're like,
But it's an extra step.
and it's just like, you're paying all that money.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like, why would you want to pay all that money when it's offered for free? That's like saying, hey, we'll, let you eat all these crackers. I don't know. That's a bad analogy. Don't even.
now I think, honestly, I think I would still have an issue dropping satellite or cable. I could do it easily, but the issue is, me being like the biggest sports fan, not ever, but I'm a pretty big sports fan. You can't get sports game. Only ESPN. ESPN does a streaming service. They partner with Charter, AT&T, Verizon, and a couple other ISPs in the U.S., which is, I think even Comcast. That's essentially all of them in the U.S. because if you think about it, there's not very many. And you can watch ESPN3.com, which is almost every big game plus like a ton of other games. So ESPN only has like 3 cable channels that they can air games on. Well, they send a streaming crew out there and they stream hundreds of games a week that you can't find on TV, which is pretty cool. So as long as you're with a partnered ISP, you can watch on there. Yeah, and you can watch on the Xbox 360 like Smoothie's saying, and I've done that and it looks great. But if I could get an a la carte TV service,
A la carte.
Like, let's just say I wanted. So these are the channels I watch. I watch Discovery. I watch all the ESPN channels. So we'll say 5 channels. I watch 3 ESPN channels, Discovery, and I don't know. We'll just group local news because you can get local news anywhere, really. I mean, you can get local news for free. But you probably wouldn't like this yet. But would you? I would rather pay $10 a month for those 5 channels than $80 a month for 10,000 other channels that I don't want.
Yeah.
And of course, they would probably jack up the price way too high, and you would, it wouldn't be worth it. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe I hope that's the future of satellite, but honestly, it's not because they sell. Most people, how many shows they gonna watch? I mean, they're not gonna watch all the 200 internet.
I think me having to pick the shows I watch, and like selecting, like I'm just like to me TV made me like, which I'm still lazy, but TV made me like lazier. Like I would just sit there and it'd make me unproductive basically. Like I would just sit there on TV going, like on the couch just going.
Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people don't even like.
I sat there for 8 hours watching TV.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Did you see that commercial the other day? where they showed that baby running down the hallway and
Yeah.
that thing. Oh, that was hilarious. I'm like, I don't watch that stuff.
Yeah.
It's
But-
not much different. They'll sit in front of the computer just doing the same
Well, yeah,
things, watching
but I mean-
streams instead.
But like, you sit in front of the computer. Well, one, Hulu, you get done with the show a lot quicker, right? Because you don't have 5 to 6 minute commercials in between.
We
Your-
just put it with all the food ads and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that
you know,
stuff just makes you hungry.
yeah, they're like, oh, why don't you go down to McDonald's? And then like, let's say you had Netflix. I mean, you're gonna get those
Yeah.
every once in a while, so you can watch that whatever you want. And if you like got in a long weekend or something, you could bust through some movies on the streaming side of Netflix.
And I think Netflix is the obvious issue with Netflix streaming is the lack of partnerships. I mean, there's
Yeah.
still only like
They need more
170,000 movies,
titles.
and I think
Oh, there's only 170,000.
yeah, but these are movies like you don't want to watch these movies.
I know, but you're just like, there's only 170,000 movies.
That's like me
The
saying,
most of them are poo.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's like me saying that,
Lamb Chop Sing Along.
yeah.
It's like, oh,
I
I
mean-
don't want to see that.
There's so many different. I mean, there's a couple of good movies, but you're not going to get new releases. They still haven't gotten to the point where, let's just say that Tron comes out last week. You can go down. I want it to be where Tron comes out last week. It's instantly available on my Netflix streaming. It's kind of like a Steam account is. Like Portal 2 came out a couple of weeks ago. It was automatically available on Steam when you could have gone out and gotten it on, at Walmart or something. You could have easily sit there from your computer, typed in your credit card number, and got it for your PC and not have to go to the store. That's pretty cool. That's what I want Netflix to be like. I want, and the same day release, or maybe even for perks, they could release it 3 days earlier or something. I don't know.
Well, I for one,
You for one.
I don't really use Netflix, mainly because I have my other ways.
Yes.
I can't
But,
use Netflix, so I have to use the other ways.
Yeah. So like, but like to me, like all of them at the end of the day, it's just sort of like, if you're gonna offer this stuff for free, then with like ad support basically,
Right.
then do it, But like, don't like Hulu's gotten kind of
Yeah.
finicky lately with their Hulu Plus. So, Hulu, regular
Yeah.
Hulu will stay, but we're gonna shove this down your throat every second we can
Yeah.
get.
One of the things I didn't put in the show notes is Hulu Plus came to Xbox now, so it's on PS3, Xbox, whatever, Roku, all these different things,
But it's not on Google TV yet.
which is odd. I think
I'm like, why won't you just go ahead and do it? I mean, they're like, oh, we're still working on the developing this for the Google. I'm like, it's not that difficult. Just like make it to where I can go to your website and watch, like when I log into Hulu on your website,
yeah.
then if I have a Hulu Plus account, then it lets me watch the streams on the Flash player.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then it doesn't. Whatever.
All right, Jeff, so our next story is, we've talked about Milk.com before,
Milk.
and Milk Inc. They actually like to just call themselves Milk, but, they had to, you can't.
milk it.
Yeah.
I just think that's such a weird name for a company.
It is weird, but I think it is, you'll have to agree, other than thinking about, like, the milk that you eat with your cereal or something, you're going to think of Kevin Rose now when you hear milk in the context.
I think of Kevin Rose when I hear the word milk.
Yeah, me too.
I just think of coffee when you say milk.
Yeah, true.
When I hear milk, I think of cats.
All right.
No, I just think of coffee.
All right, so Milk, of course, is Kevin Rose's new company. He left. Well, he didn't leave. He still likes to say that I'm like the head honcho. I'm still on the board of directors at
I'm
Dig,
still got a foot in that door.
which I think he does. And if he told the Dig CEO that this needed to be done, it would probably happen. But anyway, so Smoothie, we're going to talk about that. Smoothie wants to know, what do they actually do. So Milk
Make milk.
just Milk just completed a $1.5 million angel round. They, of course, just collected $1.5 million. They're already they've already launched. Their website still isn't up, but essentially they're an app development studio. What they did, Jet, they got like 5 or 6 different developers. They've got an iOS developer. They've got like a ton of iOS developers and some that specialize that can do iOS but also do Android and things as well. But they're they're
I'll actually be
essentially
able to have a milk app on my iPhone soon.
yes,
And they're going to milk it for all it's worth. Ba-dum-bum.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be an app development studio, and they're just because you can develop an app as long as you have the skills. You can develop an app for near to nothing. So what they're going to do is they're just going to keep developing all these apps, and if they fail, who cares? They wasted a week or something. And that's what they're going to do.
Is there saying milk does the like, and then they, like, instead of saying body they say something else, like
I don't know. Milk does like the mind good or something.
does the app market good? I don't know.
Yeah, and if you want to sign up for updates, you can head over to milkinc.com.
Milk Inc.
And then also Twitter. I think they're twitter.com/milk. Yep, twitter.com/milk. So that's awesome.
Oh, you got milk. You just
If
got
they
milk.
have semi-skimmed milk.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of, like Carlos says, it's kind of a weird company
Yeah.
name.
I think he was like, "What can we get on Twitter, dude? I got milk. I got milk on Twitter." I think Kevin Rose just sits there sometimes and just like, "I'm just
No,
gonna
he
try to
doesn't.
like lock in some Twitter names."
You know he's got T. He's got twitter.com/T.
I know it's retarded.
If I run out of milk, I'll just go on Twitter then.
Yeah.
No, I won't bother going to the shops. I'll just go on Twitter. I need some milk.
Yeah. I wish I had some at milk right now. And
They're
then
probably
he'd be
gonna
like,
get so much
Kevin Rose
spam.
would be like, "What the crap?"
Every time somebody talks about Apple, there's somebody that joined Twitter in like 2006 or whenever it launched, and there's somebody who just grabbed Apple, and they're no longer on there, but they're probably getting hundreds of at replies a day just because they're Apple. And people every time in the context of technology, they'll say, "Oh, I just got my new at Apple iMac," and they don't even know if they're some
Yeah, I
people.
always did that just randomly. I'd be like, "I got my at car, the at tires." Wait,
Yeah.
that's what we should do. We should make a whole day of posts
just
where
everything
all we
is
use
at.
is at. Use at in front of every single word that you do on a Twitter post. That'll be awesome.
And then Kevin Rose will look at that and he'll say, "Oh, look, nobody has at webcam on Twitter, so I'm going to buy that."
Yeah.
Or get
Nobody
it,
has
sign up
at,
for it.
at diarrhea. I don't know why you use
I had
Twitter.
at diarrhea today. I have to go into at McDonald's.
Yeah. I got a at McHeartburn.
All right. So our next story here is about the PSN. We talked about it being down, and it has come out this week that actually some user information, including possible credit cards and some other information, was stolen by the hackers from the PSN. So it's a lot worse than we actually thought. We thought that, hey, 4chan or somebody like that just got on there and, like, did some stuff,
Dude.
maybe.
Dude, you do know that 4chan will steal some credit card numbers.
Well, I know that, but
I'm just saying. Hey, I've been on there.
Oh, I know.
And they what was it they did? They said in order to post an image or something, they said you had to like in the comments you basically typed in all your somehow they managed to convince people to type in their
Yeah.
credit card information and everything, and like so many people did, it was ridiculous.
Now,
Like, I was tempted to be like, I think I'll buy something.
Yeah. We just a disclaimer here. We love 4chan. 4chan is one of our favorite organizations.
Oh yeah. Shh, don't
Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I sympathise very greatly.
that's what Leo does every time he talks about 4chan, because he knows that somebody from 4chan is going to be watching, and then they'll just make a little forum post, be like, "Hey, Leo from Twit hates 4chan. Let's go."
Oh, they will
Yeah.
make
They'll-
your life horrible.
Yeah. 4chan is just crazy. But anyway,
I
PS
fought 4chan and won many times.
Sony is just completely like they're in really bad shape right now because they've got so many users that you don't know if your credit card information got stolen or not. You just got to sit back and watch it. If somebody in China buys a $2,000 TV, then you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, PSN."
Oh no,
Maybe you just need to go buy a new mini fridge since yours went out, and then just blame it on the PSN.
Oh, I got the mini fridge coming.
Oh, you do?
Oh, and by the way, this isn't on the show notes, but if your mini fridge goes out with Black & Decker,
How's that
all you
Black
got
&
to do is just cut the cord off.
That's kind
'Cause
of weird.
They make you cut the cord so you won't use the mini fridge.
Is that what I thought it made?
They're like
for,
disabling it.
testing.
I'm like, you do realize that I could just put a new cord on here or
Wow.
put the end on the cord.
Are you sure that's just? I would have thought it's for testing, but I don't know
No,
what they would
it's
test
it's
for.
so that you're not like
Scamming them.
make your life a little bit more difficult so that you're not scamming them, because they don't ask for the mini fridge at all. They just ask for the serial number.
I think that's
sticker.
because they don't want you to have to pay for shipping, or they don't want to pay for shipping for however much a mini fridge weighs.
But still, for $15 you can get you a new mini fridge.
True.
Just
I think
saying.
Sony should, as compensation for all of this messing
yeah.
about, they should all give us a free mini fridge.
Yes, Sony. Anyway, pretty cool. I haven't used the PSN. There's no credit card information linked to my PSN account, so I'm not worried. And if it does, I'll just be like, "Hey, Sony, you owe me, I don't know, $1,000. Let's just say I won't sue as long as you give me $1,000." So.
Oh yeah.
So lucky for me, the credit card I had stored on PSN is like well expired. It's like 2-3 years expired, so I've got nothing to worry about. The only thing that I did is change all my passwords, because obviously if
Right.
passwords had got like taken or anything, I'll just, it doesn't matter. So pretty much I'm sorted out. If you change your passwords, make sure that your credit card is
Right.
either cancelled or not on there anymore, you've got nothing to worry about.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And then get an Xbox.
And one of the only issues yeah, exactly. One of the only issues you have is like, parents who they're like, they probably got their kid a PS3 for Christmas, and PSN is free. Well, they have the new paid account, but they do have a free account still. And they got their credit card information stored on there, and that's probably going to be the most like, it's going to be people who don't know what they're doing. They're just like, oh, they probably don't even know about this. They're just like, my PS3 won't work.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Cletus, go get my stick.
Yeah, I haven't played my PS3 in a while. I think, I don't know, since we moved down here, since we moved the studio down here, I haven't even had it plugged up, so might as well just play Xbox. Anyway, so our next story here is, Joe, we talked a couple times about how MySpace is just losing everything. I mean, they came out with a new redesign, but supposedly MySpace is now up for sale.
I'll buy it for $1.
You sold. We'll sell it to you now.
And all the accounts information.
So,
Awesome.
The News Corp purchased MySpace in 2005 for $580 million. At the same time, the year-and-a-half-old Facebook hadn't even gotten Facebook.com. So this was a while back, and they've now recorded a net loss of about $3.63 million a year. Even as late as 2007, Facebook was disappointing when, Facebook was still behind MySpace in 2007 in traffic, but now it's completely reversed. Like, everybody is just there, and News Corp is trying to get $100 million. $100 million? Yeah, $100 million for it. You think they'll be able to sell it for $100 million? I think somebody will come through. I think somebody will be like, "Hey, I want MySpace, and I've got $100 million."
There's going to be that one guy that's like thinks it's still the best thing in the world.
Yeah, it's going to be some like,
oh, but MySpace. But I mean, come on, guys, MySpace.
it's MySpace.
You can make dancing cats on your like little profile thing.
You may not even be able to do that anymore since they did the new weird like logo thing that they got here at the MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I don't know.
My_. What does that mean?
My MySpace is well dead.
Yeah.
It became like a conglomeration of like retardations.
Did you ever have a MySpace?
I did have a MySpace.
I'm sure you did. I guess I'm just too young to.
Way back in the day, yeah, I made MySpace. I hung there for about 3 weeks and then left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it was crap.
Yeah, I made one for like, I don't remember why. I think somebody was like, "Yeah, I'm on MySpace." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll add you." And then I was
That's
like,
pretty much why I did
this is
it.
retarded.
I had new people on there, so I made one, and then I just left.
Yeah.
Went to Facebook, and then went to Twitter.
Yeah.
And then,
Went to something.
no, just kidding.
And pretty much Twitter's like pretty much the only one I care about now.
Yeah. I still go on Facebook because it's still my connection to,
The outside world.
well, in a way.
Yeah, the only reason really I'm on Facebook anymore is one to be like, "Happy birthday, guys!"
No, literally, Facebook.
And then the other one is
Yeah.
like, "Hey guys, watch my vlog." It's basically a advertisement website for me,
Well, I mean, that's really, that's what I use Facebook
or to show off something that I got. Hey guys, look at all my camera that I got.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, cool.
And I didn't add this to a bookmark, and it's kind of a lame bookmark, but I will talk about it later. Really, I mean, Facebook's still good for sharing photos of family, for family. I mean, literally, Facebook is now a family. Like, you know, I got my mom, my grandparents, whatever, everybody's on there.
I think a lot of people use it as a game website, though.
Yeah, for like Zynga games and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're like, I'm playing Farmville. Farmville, I made a sheep.
And then I think Facebook, number one thing, you know, I wouldn't, you know, it's hard to keep track of everybody's birthday and things, but I've got, you know,
You on the phone?
on HTC, and also I got the new Facebook app actually syncs with your calendar if you let it. It tells you every day whose birthday it is, so, you know, you can at least go wish them happy birthday. And if you forget your mom's birthday, you'll know that day.
I was going to make an app for, there's probably already one out there for Android that just auto
Post
happy birthday
blank.
on anybody's wall that's birthday that
That
day.
would be cool.
That's some like, little generic message.
Yeah, happy birthday, hope it was a good one.
Blah, blah, blah.
Like
Yeah,
the, the person like died like
Yeah.
a week ago, but their Facebook profile hadn't been like disabled yet, and they're like, "Whoops, sorry."
You know, we've talked about that before, how people...
oh yeah, like what happens to a Facebook
Yeah, we talked
account
about that.
when
But
someone dies?
I think it's kind of cool because, like, well, I know it's, like, really sad, but people...
It's kind of cool when people die. I'm just saying.
But it's still kind of
It
interesting.
gets
Like,
sold.
yeah,
yeah, I'll
It's
sell
sold to Google.
it to Kevin Rose. Be like, hey, you want my Facebook profile? But people use it to, like, honor them, I guess. They'll say, like, wow, you were such a great person. Or something,
yeah, like they'll comment all over their wall, and
which is kind of
it becomes like a
but-
memorial. And yeah, like Lennox Lifer says, it just sits there, and like people are just like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so Jeff, this is an interesting story when we talk about Netflix. Is there's a rumor going around YouTube could have some major Hollywood films coming their way. Now, I remember this from about 2 years ago. They introduced some like they're not like archive.org like wise that they're like you can just put them out there anywhere. But YouTube already has Hollywood films, I guess, but they're like older ones. Like you can watch what's the one with the Morgan Spurlock where he like eats
Snakes on
McDonald's?
a plane.
No.
Oh,
He eats McDonald's for like
Oh, it's the
month.
supersized film.
Yeah, Supersize Me. That's it's weird. It
well,
is gross,
technically,
but-
we really could if Sony didn't have their name on it. We could just start uploading like videos to YouTube
yeah, true.
and be like, "Hey guys, watch these movies."
well, yeah, people do that. You can go on there. You search
But
for
as
like
soon as you get 3 strikes,
yeah,
so
make a new account.
make a new account. Then you won't have that up. You'll have that
Yeah.
upload limit then.
True. I think I can see YouTube doing this. I mean, considering that they already have movies. I mean,
Well,
it's
they
just
already do music videos. Like, what's it? Vimo
No.
or whatever.
Yeah. What's
Is
it
it
called?
is it Vimo?
VEMO or something?
Vivo.
Vivo. No.
Vivo, not Vimeo.
No,
but
not Vimeo.
it's an account on YouTube called like
It's Vivo. I think.
Vivo or
No,
Vita.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Living La Vida Loco. I think it's Vivo.
I think it is Vivo. Yeah, it's Vivo.
Vivo. They have every like music video out there.
Yeah,
because
they-
that's the account that has the most
The most views or whatever. Yeah, it's
yeah.
Vivo.
boom.
They've got
It's the
It's
Justin
something.
Bieber video. It has like 500 and
Oh, that's
something
it. I'm not
million
going there now.
views. So
If it's got him on there, I'm not going there.
So SBL in the chat room saying that he doesn't think that that'll work. I mean, feature films on YouTube. I mean, of course you can't. You lose like all copyright protection now because you could just go on there with FlashGit or something and
well, you don't even got to go on the FlashGit. I think you can actually just download the movie right off there.
just like right click.
Like, I mean, can't you just say like? I think it's
Let's
something
get a
like
Flash video downloader or
Yeah.
something.
you go to share, and I think you can just download the MPEG-4. I think now.
Really?
Or
I know
something
you.
like
you
that.
can do that in your admin account. Like
I don't know,
I
maybe
can
you
go
can do it
download
on-
all
I
of
don't know.
ours. Anyway,
But yeah,
I
yeah,
think
you can just download them anywhere, really.
I think SBL is kind of on something there because YouTube. I mean, I think our shows. I mean, it's good that we're on YouTube, but I still don't think people go on YouTube looking for podcasts or
that are
long-form
an hour
shows.
and a half long or whatever.
YouTube is more set for vlogs and like just random like, hey, look, there's my son on a skateboard.
Oh man, that baby's laughing at that dog eating those balloons in half speed. That's hilarious right there. Okay, it's done. All right, next video, please.
And Espel saying that he gets bored with 5 to 10 minute YouTube videos, and I do too. But I think if it was like a video, like I don't know, if it was a major motion picture that I was interested in, I don't think it'd make a difference where it is on the internet. But still, I know what you mean. I think it'd be cool because obviously it'd probably be free. I don't see it.
I'm just saying they need to bring back Stage 6.
What is Stage 6?
It was a website made by Divx, and basically had their little their streaming codec that like
the Divx
which works actually relatively good because they can stream pretty high quality videos pretty quickly on the internet. But they had a bunch of movies and TV shows on there, but then they got shut down.
Yeah, of course.
Does DivX still exist?
Yeah, Divx still exists.
The codec's still out there. I know
Yeah. And they got that
Yeah,
DivX
sure.
player, which is horrible because it
Yeah,
takes like
that.
15
DivX
years to
player.
open. I'm like, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I tried it on Windows and didn't like it.
Yeah. Our next story here is from RS Technica, and it's Amazon essentially saying that, well, we're sorry for the cloud outage, and we waited and waited for Amazon to come out with an official press release saying this is what happened. And
See, what had happened was
the thing
We
was
screwed up.
Yeah. The thing was so long that like nobody took time to read through it, and honestly, like everybody was just saying, hopefully, thinking that, oh well, we just had a load balance issue or something. Well, it turns out they used. I mean, it's literally like reading a legal document. Like this happened and this happened, and then it led to this, and then blah.
legality issues pertain to the attorneys general of the scientific news of Forerunners of
We
America.
probably just tried to install a bunch of Windows updates and then it went offline.
That's probably what happened.
We upgrade our Internet Explorer and it crashed.
Reinstall Windows Vista and get back online.
But yeah, you can read through here. It's in our show notes if you're watching this on our website or on YouTube. Just go to our website, latest post, whatever.
I mean,
You can check out the show notes and you can read through this. And here's the lengthy description right here from Amazon that you can read. Blah 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 blah.
But basically, in a nutshell, it says, sorry, we screwed up. We're back online now. So there you go.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's essentially what
forget
they say.
about it.
Forget about it.
Until next time.
Yeah,
Now, Chad,
and then forget about it again.
they probably took this in Tuscaloosa. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not that flat in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, no. Dude.
Yeah, there's something familiar about that photo.
Yeah.
Did 10i it, right click. Oh, I don't have that on there. Never mind.
What were you going to do?
The 10i plugin.
What is that? I don't
Have I not? I've done that. But
No, you haven't.
before.
Oh,
10i?
wait, maybe.
10i.
Is that... Oh, yeah, where you can search all the other... Yeah, we talked about that. All right, cool. So, rolling along here, our next story is... this is just kind of nostalgia, I don't know, but Engadget released, actually yesterday, their Sidekick 4G review. Yeah, that's right. I said Sidekick. Yeah, I don't know. It's $100. It's made by Samsung. Now, Danger is essentially,
Another phone.
But dude, do you not remember when the Sidekick was like the hottest thing
That
like
was the
ever?
thing because that was like the first like messaging. Phone.
It was like a message. It was one of the first messaging. It was like one of the first messaging phones, but it was extremely.
Where you could do something besides text messages.
Yeah, I mean you could
That
like
was
get
more
up
like a
on-
PDA though than an actual phone. When
Yeah,
it's
it's like you could
slowed
get
down.
you could get up on like Yahoo Messenger or something with it.
I think you're right, Carlo, but I think it was more of the PDA for like cool kids, you know?
Oh man, you're not cool unless you got that sidekick.
Yeah. I mean, it was the PDA for the non-business person, I guess. But, they're still bringing it out. It's got like a full touchscreen now, and I don't care about this. Yeah. Smoothie
Looks
had the
like a
first-
G1 to me personally.
It does kind of look like a G1.
I'm just saying.
Look at that. There's the first one right there in the background.
Look how thick it is. You gotta scroll down some.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. 'Cause
There you go.
There you go.
There's the back one. first one. Yeah, so Smoothie's saying he had the first and second ones, and I would have to say Smoothie was probably really cool back when he had the first and second one.
Smoothie was so cool back in the day.
So Carlo, you may be able to attest to this. I know you didn't get a white iPhone, and honestly, I don't think this is really a non-story to me, but.
White iPhones for girls, as far as I'm concerned.
I hate white. Why does anybody? Do you like white? I mean, why do you want something that's white?
I've already got. I got a black iPhone. I'm
Yeah.
very happy with it. I got this one, black iPhone in silicone case.
Yeah.
I'm very happy with it. I don't know why I would not want to get this in white.
Well, it would just show so much dirt.
It would
I
show
think.
up too much everything. I don't.
But then,
No,
and technically,
this is as it is there. It's like I've got the screen up. Now that in black there, that just looks
Yeah.
natural. I couldn't imagine. I've never had a white iPhone, but I couldn't imagine it having like this bright white bezel around the back. You can get bleeding, and
Yeah.
personally, well, I just wouldn't feel right. Personally, for me, some people like them white. So now the people who've been waiting for the white iPhone or want one can now shut up and get one.
Yeah. And
but
most
it's
of,
thicker, and your cases won't work.
Look at this, though.
It's for girls.
I mean, that's a good bit thicker, which I know.
I mean, that's a good like half a millimeter.
Yeah, when you're talking about, you can
I
attest
know,
to how
I
a
know.
half a millimeter can change everything.
But on the soft cases, it won't matter.
yeah, on soft
But
cases,
on the hard cases, it can.
yeah,
If you want to put something like the Exo gear on there or something, you're going to have a bit of trouble with it.
yeah. So you're looking there. Engadget actually used a piece of standard mechanical pencil lead, and you can tell how the white iPhone, it's quite a bit thicker.
So it's probably half millimeter mechanical pencil lead.
yeah.
I'm just saying. So that's probably half a millimeter.
But you can
thicker.
attest, you've had issues with Shapeways, how a half a millimeter or a millimeter can change like anything, really. I mean, that's pretty bad. Then, like you said, I think it's going to be one of those things where you're going to have to be more cautious about if it fits, if you're getting the right case. I don't think that you'll actually have to, soft like gel cases or something. You wouldn't have. It won't matter.
I think developers will probably have to put a disclaimer saying,
this fits.
"Hey,
the white iPhone.
warning: this may not fit the iPhone that's white."
Yeah.
We already
Because
had trouble in the first place. When they got the Verizon phone out, there was some.
Yeah, there was a little bit of.
Problems.
Yeah, they had some issues fitting the CDMA
And
networking stuff.
You guys do realize why it is thicker, right?
Why is that?
Because parts of the actual frame of the iPhone black one is part of
Of
the black color. So in order to make it white,
You gotta put another thing on
instead
top
of
of it.
completely making the frame inside white, they have to put that little layer of white over it. That's why it's thicker.
And Apple, of course, they didn't say that. They said that we needed to put a little bit of extra UV protection on
No,
it in case.
it's because they had to
It's better
cover
off
up
getting
their
a white
black.
case for the black phone.
If you cut the white iPhone in half,
Yeah.
you would see that the case goes from white to black.
Yeah.
They just basically just sugar coated it in white and said, "Here you go." That's all they're doing. It's just one extra step in the black iPhone. They just cover it in
But-
white.
And Carlo, I've seen John Ford Lakers has one. I think MTP flyers. You can get like these. The
you
full.
can get the covers.
Yeah, you can get a cover that makes it look exactly like this. Like you can't even tell a difference.
But also, there's going to be like the iPhone 5 is coming out soon.
Yeah.
So if you really want a white iPhone, just get a case of the black one. Don't bother going and getting the white one. It's kind of pointless. The iPhone 5 will come out if you're eligible for it. So really, the white iPhone is me.
Yeah.
Meh.
Yeah, that's. I think it's kind of a non-story either, but I thought it'd be nice to get Jacob's take on why it was
Yeah.
thicker and things.
So that's basically the math behind it all. They're just dunking that thing in some white batter and making it all thicker.
Just
like
like
a
a bit of paint
candle.
on it. And there you go.
Yeah.
So Jeff, our second to last story is something that I'm a pretty awesome fan of, and it's running right over there. And I have had some issues.
Look at it.
Yeah, you guys can't see.
Yeah, I've had a few issues myself.
Yeah, we'll talk about
which I'll
that.
talk about.
Yeah. So Ubuntu 11.04 was released. The operating system is now available for download from ubuntu.com if you want to go download it. 32-bit, 64-bit, whatever. And the big story here is the new Unity interface. And they've essentially overlaid... it still uses GNOME, but they use their own custom, all this fancy stuff. And it's built on Compiz now. And they've
It's
always had.
basically at the moment a Compiz plugin.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, you go into the Compiz settings manager, and that's literally what it is. It says like Unity Compiz plugin. I mean, that's literally what it is. But it's pretty cool. I think honestly, I can see why there's so many people they're like, why did we have to go to Unity? And I think that's going to happen with any change. And it's not there. It's still not there. Well, I mean, it's a lot better than it was in the betas, but it's still a first release product. It's a first gen product, and I mean, the iPhone 4, the iPhone first generation was not that great at all. I mean, it didn't have 3G, whatever. And I'm thinking it's going to improve, but I'd like to see more customization features. I like Unity, but I still think it needs some improvements.
Those are the issues I had with it. Just like the three main things is, first thing is it's on the left.
Yeah,
and I always have my dock on the bottom. And then the other thing is that I noticed when the bar auto hides or comes out, or when you do anything on it, it ramps up your CPU straight away. I have it on a netbook, and every time I unhide the bar and click something, Compiz shoots up by 20% CPU every time. And when TweetDeck is running on there, every time a new tweet comes through, the TweetDeck icon shoots out, and then that will shoot the CPU up by about 50%. Basically, Compiz is still a memory hog, and then with Unity on Compiz 2 makes it even more of a memory hog. So unless you're running it on a really sort of well-spec'd PC, not a netbook, you're going to have a bit of trouble. That's why I had problems with the netbook. I had CPU issues.
Yeah. So they've always had Unity per se, or in the last couple, I think they introduced it in 10.04 or something like that as a netbook edition. Now
it was Maverick 1010, the first Unity netbook,
and it was based on Mutter, which is a different backend than Compiz. And honestly, I'd rather it be Compiz, but they're gonna have to develop Compiz, like Carlos said, to not be near as a memory hog. Because I mean, Mutter, if you used it on a netbook, it was slow. It was really bad. And I know Compiz is pretty bad on a netbook too, but it was just it crawled. You couldn't use that.
It was like someone hit it in the kneecaps with a baseball bat. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It was crawling.
The other thing is, I don't know if you've done that on your computer. I installed Dropbox, and I don't get the icon on the top right where it's supposed to be. There is a fix for that, and I've done it, and it works.
Okay.
And it's on Web Update.
All right. We'll put that. I'll try to find that and put it in the show notes. But
I can find it for you and drop it in the chat room.
All right, that would be cool. And I know what you're talking about is you can't customize the top panel anymore. You used to be able to add things. You can't add anything up there now.
A lot of the customization has been taken away. It's almost become Linux for Dummies.
Yeah, that's
in a way.
what it is.
The open sourceness
a lot of the stuff
is becoming closed.
Well, it's not.
A lot of the stuff has been taken away. There's a lot of stuff you can't do now, and there's a lot of things that basically they set out. It's like, this is Ubuntu, like it or lump it.
Well, I did see that. I did see that XKMCD comic the other day, where they basically predicted the future for the next 100 years, I think, via Google searches. So, and they said by year, I think it was 2033 or something, Linux becomes the predominant OS. So,
sounds fun to me.
I'm just saying.
Smoothie said, "Linux for Dummies. Time for me to try it out."
Yay!
I think that is a good description. I don't think I would go. It's still Linux at the core.
So it's basically becoming Mandrake.
Kind of, yeah. Except I think is Mandrake? No, Mandriva's gone.
I think Mandriva's gone. It's now something else.
Yeah, they I don't know. Anyway, and it brought some new features. It brought Ubuntu now has their own little, kind of reminds me of Dropbox sorta. Ubuntu One is what they call it. You can sync your music and your files and everything. It's pretty cool. I like the fact that it's already implemented into the OS, I guess, so it's pretty cool, and you can use it on an Android or iPhone.
There's an Ubuntu one for Windows, I think, as well as
you can use it on I don't think they have a Mac application yet, but
not a Mac one, no.
I still like that. I mean, I like having you can stream your music to your Android or iPhone, which is pretty cool.
I found the Dropbox thing. I put it in the chat room. It's a little script that you put into the terminal. And it delays the launch of Dropbox by about 20 seconds, and then that actually puts the little indicator in your top right. That actually sorts it out for the latest version.
All right, cool. Thank you, Carlo. And then also they did some minor updates to the Ubuntu Software Center. You can now like test drive applications, which that hasn't been fully implemented. We've talked about that before.
So the Ubuntu Software Center is slow.
Yeah, it has been. And I've seen some recent, like, it doesn't really make sense because I still think it's pulling from their own repositories, like like, so if you download Chromium or something, I think it's still pulling from their repositories, but somehow it has to go through Ubuntu first. And
it's not just the downloads that was slow. Well, that's like understandable because it's release day, but the actual software center itself is a bit laggy and slow, especially if you're going to install something from an outside source. You know, like if I go into Firefox, I want to download, for example, Dropbox. It takes ages for the software center to actually launch up and bring it up and say, do you want to install this? It's a lot easier just to install GDebi and do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I'll probably do a full review on YouTube and release that, maybe show off some of the features. But until then, you might want to try it out. It's free, and you can. I think the test period. Yeah, this is pretty cool. They had an Amazon I don't know if it's E2 or E3 server, but you could actually sign up and try Ubuntu online through your browser. Like you could run it. It was like in a virtual machine, but on their server. So it was really weird, but it's pretty cool. I look red. I am red. All right, and our final story for the day, and then I've got like a semi like weird bookmark sort of, but it's still kind of cool. This is a good story though. YouTube founders are gonna buy Delicious off from Yahoo. That's pretty cool. I mean, I hope that the YouTube guys, I hope that they don't like do anything to it that like that major. But I know a lot of people who use like Delicious for shows and things like that. I'm more of like a Google Reader person, which I know that's not bookmarks, but that's how I like get the stories. But Delicious is a cool service, and it's not dead right now. So YouTube's gonna kind of like bring it in under their wing. The YouTube founders, at least.
Founders.
Yeah, Chad Hurley.
Not YouTube.
Not YouTube because
YouTube
Google.
is owned by Google now.
But
so YouTube will have no association with Delicious.
Well, technically, yeah.
The founders gave it up. They gave up the ghost to Google.
But if you think about it, like Chad Hurley and the team and the other guy who I forget his name, but
I mean, they're not going to like integrate.
Oh yeah,
stuff. I mean, you can share it to Delicious, but you know what I'm saying, like.
Oh yeah, I know. It's not going to be like the same. They're not going to have like.
Saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm glad that Delicious, is back. So S-Bell in the chat room saying Delicious started to die after Yahoo acquired it.
Because Yahoo is bloat.
Yeah, Yahoo is just there.
Good thing they didn't do too much to Flickr.
Yeah, I like the fact, and that actually brings us into the bookmark, sort of.
Look what I did there.
Flickr,
yeah.
Flickr used to be a game. That's so interesting. I saw a tweet the other day, like somebody. I follow like some of the things in the startup world, and somebody said Flickr used to be a game. YouTube was like something. YouTube used to not be a file share or a video sharing. Sorry, and then Seismic used to not be an application. It used to be a video sharing site like YouTube. And they said, let your idea adapt. Don't just, if you've got an idea, let it flow or whatever. Anyway,
let it flow, man.
So my bookmark, and it's not. I'll have to put it in the show notes, but. I'm going to upgrade to Flickr Pro because, Jay, I took some pictures of the tornado damage.
And he filled up his Flickr account that was free.
No.
FYI, I had to temporarily, while we were under the storms, I had to
unfollow me.
I had to unfollow Nick.
No, I know.
On Twitter because it was literally like every 5 minutes.
I know. But there is a reason for that because I was like one of the only people to have power, and I was giving people information who didn't have power to their smartphones. Exactly. But I understand that, and I totally, if you unfollow
I was like,
me,
I'm trying to go to sleep, and my phone kept going off. I was like, forget it, I got to unfollow. So yeah, but now we're buddies. We're pals.
I actually watched the whole thing. I found the ABC stream on
cool. So,
Ustream. I watched that for the whole night.
Yeah. That's cool. I like props to ABC 3340. They actually were covered on Mashable. James Spann was on Mashable because they stream like their whole coverage live on the internet. So if you didn't have, as long as you had cell phone service, you could watch them.
Yeah, I was actually talking to that Black and Decker lady.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I saw that stream on the internet. You guys okay?" I was like, "I'm okay," but a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't actually. Anyway, you can get Flickr Pro, and
Yeah.
it's $25.
Oh, there's the royal wedding. Oh wait, that's the black people. What in the world? What's going on? I thought they were.
That's not the
They let
rule.
themselves go a bit. Yikes.
Oh, it's the last one. Wee.
Anyway, you can go into your Flickr account. You know they push Pro everywhere, but $25 a year, unlimited uploads, video and
Yeah.
photos.
I mean, I guess if you were doing that constantly, that'd be cool.
And
As long as the site's working, of course.
yeah,
And the
true.
servers don't go down.
Yeah.
But I want a place where I can embed my pictures. And Picasa Web is
Embed.
awesome. But I had over a gig of pictures, and I just used up my whole Picasa just to get these pictures online. So I want a service that can.
Could host them on your website. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
but like the service plan that we have is like a gig. That's it.
Mine's unlimited.
Yours is
Oh yeah.
storage.
Mhm.
No, maybe I don't know what that is.
Storage is unlimited on mine. I could upload like the Ark of the Covenant. I don't know why that would be a big file, but I could. No, but yeah,
It is a good-
Flickr's cool because I use it to
You post all of your like
like
projects and
if I post photos to Thingiverse, for example,
Right.
I will upload them to Flickr because they have it built into Thingiverse that all you gotta do is put the photo ID in there and it'll automatically add it. A lot of websites do that.
yeah.
Plus, I have like a little Grease Monkey script for Flickr on my computer at home that where it will just show you like the embed code that doesn't have all the stupid like hyperlinks and
Yeah.
everything in there. It's just like the picture basically.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Plus, I can also upload my photos directly from the Windows Live
That's
Gallery.
pretty cool. I like that.
So
And
I
then-
like that a lot
yeah.
better because you can't really. I mean, you can do it to Picasa and stuff, but it's like
Yeah.
nobody's like supports like
Picasa's like only
ID adding of
Yeah.
Picasa stuff. They're all doing Flickr, so I'm just like I'll do a Flickr.
And honestly, Flickr's like if you're gonna do photos online and you're gonna be like, not like professional, but like if you're gonna share photos online and not post
Well,
on
it's
their Facebook.
professional. I mean,
Well, yeah,
But
I
it's-
mean, there's
but, I
other,
mean- underneath it, it shows you like what how and
Shows you the stuff.
yes, all the junk and stuff.
but it's still cool.
Yeah, but all the junk and stuff and the doobly-doo under the picture and stuff.
But
Yeah,
Flickr's
and I mean you
cool.
can get some cool pictures like
and the cool thing is
like little boxes taking baths and cornflakes.
and
I'm just saying.
Flickr's pretty cool because they're supported. You can anyway, you can do a ton of stuff. They got an Android app and iPhone app.
You can also upload videos,
Yeah.
FYI.
and I can I've got unlimited.
If you want to just go ahead and kick YouTube in the junkety junk, you could just do it all
Yeah.
on Flickr. I'm just saying.
pretty cool. So
Yahoo just put their name at the end of the logo. They didn't really do much to it. So I guess that's good.
what happened? What?
When Yahoo
Oh, yeah,
bought
yeah, yeah.
Flickr,
Yeah. All they,
they
did was
I think all they did was just stick their name at the end of it,
Which
and
is good
made you have
because-
to log in with a Yahoo ID.
or with yeah, true.
So
Pretty cool.
mm-hmm.
All right, well, I guess that does it for this episode of Tech Weekly. As always, you can follow Carlo on Twitter, twitter.com/Carlo Brown.
Ew.
Yeah, Carlo, thanks for joining us this week. Carlo is going to, well, you can probably already tell. We like having Carlo on.
He's
Tech
going to be a
Weekly.
Wrestling Federation champion.
Oh, yeah.
And he's already got his belt.
Yes. Then
Mr. Juggler.
you can follow Jay on Twitter, twitter.com/freakinghuge, FREAKINHUGE. Check out his vlogs. You can follow him when he returns his Black & Decker mini fridge or
Or something.
or when he gets a
Or,
parking ticket.
Or when certain people might like talk jump to conclusions and
Yeah, that was That was an interesting blog.
Did you like that one?
I like that one.
Did you like that? Did you like that?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
And then you can follow me on, JacobRoberts.me. That's up and running. All Jacob's YouTube videos. That's a great way to watch YouTube videos.
Yeah,
on his...
and that plugin, the guy really needs to like get that under wraps because it still like sometimes doesn't post right.
Really?
So, but it's okay. It's easier than like having to go manually type it all in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
All right, cool. And then you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones, and nickjones.me. I'm going to post, I didn't go to, like, Tuscaloosa or anywhere, like, where they had, like, major storm damage, but we did go over to Cava Heights, and Cava Heights got hit pretty hard, straight line winds and things. But if you want to check some of that out, I'm going to post some different images that I've found on the internet, also some videos that some people have sent me on Twitter, so that's going to be fun. As always, pbcasttv.com, twitter.com/pbcasttv, and youtube.com/pbcasttv as well. Jet will be back here on Monday for Gadget Gurus, 6 p.m., and then we got PB at Night coming up after that. And then we'll be back again for our new show on Cinco de Mayo. We might have to come out with the sombrero.
Yeah, it's going to be the spork knife.
Yeah, the sport knife. You did show us that. I think you showed us that a couple times, but we haven't went through how to make it and things. So
we're gonna go in detail of how the process went about.
Yep. Yeah. And those RSS feeds aren't set up yet because I haven't they'll be set up by Thursday, and we'll have the details and things like that. So yeah, I guess I think we may be doing a blog post over at Pinocchio or something.
Yeah, we will have to. We're actually going to do a blog post before the show.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So blog.pinocchio.com if you want to check that out. I'm sure I'll link it up on Twitter.
Oh yeah, we'll link it up like crazy.
Link it
probably.
up. Yeah. So anyway, guys, until next time, I'm Nick Jones.
I'm Jacob Roberts.
And I'm Carlo Brown, and I'm still over here.
And this is Tech Weekly. See you guys.
Later, guys. Break it.